Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr-Magazine.
It is Saturday. It is BOLO Day.
Wow. Exciting.
It is Mr. Magazine's time to shine with things that he sold this last week. Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
I'm going to do my best I can with this. It's been a little week of a week. I'm not going to say putrid, but getting there.
Shine on, Crazy Diamond.
We started digging out, the corners of the warehouse and finding old stuff hanging around. So we got to some T-shirts, and some stuff sold for $10-15, but this one sold for $102.50. World Wrestling Federation, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Chris Jericho T-shirt, whatever PCA is probably the company, and it went for $102.
Any idea of the year?
Nope, but I'm sure it would have been like late '90s or something.
Late 90s,
like that.
okay.
Let's see the back. It's Y2J, so it's 2000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right? Y2J.
Probably, yeah.
Y2J.
I would think so, yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. All right. Yeah, just kind of wondering about that because, again, those are things you can probably find out there. Now you know it's worth $100. I know T-shirts are pretty cutthroat out there. I know a lot of people are after them. A lot of people deal into vintage clothing, but every once in a while, I'm sure that came in a collection of stuff for viewers.
Oh,
a
yeah.
wrestler, wrestling fan or something.
But we've been stockpiling T-shirts, and now we had one of our listeners just say, hey, list all these T-shirts, and, they start selling.
Nice.
Mr.
T-shirt site does soon.
Yeah, and Mr. Magazine lot sold Entertainment Weekly lot of 20 bags from the 90s. I think I took $60 on this. They offered $50. I'm like, I'm giving this stuff away, and not only am I giving it away, no one's going to buy my $15 magazines if they're buying lots from me for, $2. But nevertheless, it was extras. We had a lot of these in inventory, so I picked up $60.
And it's funny because over on $1 Million Peddlers, check it out over on eBay. I've been listing a bunch of Entertainment Weekly just because I came into a small pile of them and I didn't know what else to do with them, and I'm listing them at like $14 plus shipping.
Yeah.
So if you do need individual issues, come on over there.
Exactly. All right, next up.
I should have bought that lot.
You should have. Should have, would have, could. Roberto Clemente Pirates 1969 Topps Decals. This is a near mint PSA 8, and it sold for $175.
I have... And I don't collect Roberto Clemente Pirates items. What's that A after the PSA?
So I want to answer your first question where, didn't you get a bunch of these decals from me?
I did.
Okay.
I just like busting your chops.
Oh.
What's that A in parentheses?
So I think when we have multiple of the same item.
Oh, okay.
So there might have been a 7 or a 6, and then there might have been B, so they match up the PSA 8.
Can I make a suggestion?
I think there's a post-it on these cards with the A or Bs, but go ahead.
No, put the A after the date code.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Because my first thought is...
They might think it's authentic or something.
That was my first thought.
Yeah,
I said, wait, they give a number grade to an authentic card?
No, good point. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll tell him that. Very good. Next up. We found these hiding out in a box from years ago. Vintage Bausch & Lomb frameless retro purple lens glasses and soft bag. I think we found 2 different ones. I think one color was yellow or green. We picked up $100. It was some deal. I probably paid nothing for it, but again, it was hiding out in some box somewhere.
I got to be honest. That seems cheap.
It does seem cheap.
For how freaky and weird looking those are. I would, if I were at a sale and I was bored and they had that up for $10 to $15, and I don't know the first thing about them, and say that they were saying, oh yeah, this guy used to work for Bausch & Lomb, and these were from the 70s, because I don't know the dates. But, these are from the 70s for Bausch & Lomb, and they're marked, and they got this, and they got that. I'd be like, I'd pay $15 on it, thinking it's a $100 item.
I think if it had Ray-Ban on there, and it may be Ray-Bans, and it may be prototypes, who knows, but we don't know that much about it. My guy did some researching, and he felt 55 was enough. And again, I think he listed enough of it in there. If you say Ray-Ban, maybe it went for $200, but maybe they're not Ray-Bans.
Maybe they're not Ray-Ban, right.
So very cool, though. Can't argue with that price, regardless.
No.
Next up, we got the Teen Hop August 1960 magazine with Annette Funicello and Bobby Rydell. We had this for, almost 3 years, but it did sell for $51.
Yep. Holy mackerel.
Looks like it's in nice shape, too. Can't argue with that. It's got the table of contents. Thank God.
No, $51. Wow.
Good piece, yeah.
And, did they have the magazine like the 1 minute after when he drops her?
I was going to say, I didn't know he was that strong. I could see Schwarzenegger there or something maybe, but he would have been young. Next up.
Yeah, he would have been like 2 years old, yes.
No, like 10. Yogi Berra, Yankees 1953 Topps card 104. This is a GMA 1.5. And it's still, I think I took $75 on it. It's pretty rough, but again, when the guy came in to sell me this stuff, I didn't pay that much on him anyways, because you're talking about GMA, which is probably half the price of a PSA.
No, I don't collect Yogi Berra GMA cards.
You got this whole set.
No, I don't.
Well,
I
you
need
should,
about,
you should by now. You're a
I need
failure.
about 50 cards
You're a
left.
failure. You
40.
should have to step up and complete it. Move on with your life. Let's
Okay.
see. Is this one mine here? Let's see. And last but not least, Anthony Slama, Rochester Red Wings autographed jersey, size 46. So I picked up a collection of jerseys. This was signed. It was a Red Wing one. It's one of those special editions that I think they have the fans come buy them after the game or something like that. It didn't go for much money, $30, but
So that's not game used or anything? It's
yeah,
just...
he used it and wore it. Yeah,
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Because it didn't say game used.
yeah, that's because the person's not a good lister.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they use these and they wear them one time, they sign them and they sell them that night.
Because that seems really cheap for a game used.
Yeah, probably $50 I should have went for.
Really?
I think
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Do you know who Anthony Slama is?
His mother knows who he is.
Who exactly? All
right,
right,
well-
moving on.
All right. It's a neat looking jersey, though.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I would have bought it and worn it
Matches
around.
your shirt almost.
Yeah, I would have worn that in a video.
Are you a
Jeez.
46? You don't know.
Give me a while.
Phil, you collect everything I'm selling. This is amazing. And we haven't even sold a comic yet.
Washington Irving School, Gates, Chile, Rochester, New York, dedication program, 1951. This one for $24. You can find things like these out there for whatever your local area is, whether it's the dedication to the school, dedication to the local church, just any time that they, especially back in the old days, when they were building a new building, they put out a little program for it for everybody that came, and it's the groundbreaking, it's the this, it's the this, hey, look at our new school that we built, and all that sort of thing, and everybody's, cool, and, I don't know how many people show up, a few hundred people show up, they all take this, go home, most of them end up in the recycling bin or garbage within the first couple of years,
Sure.
and the few that do survive, all it takes is a few people to want it, and I happen to find a person that wanted it, which is very, very good. But you can find similar things like this in your area as well. A lot of resellers will walk right by it, think, who's going to possibly want it? And again, remember, it's a great big universe out there of people buying, and all it takes is one person. And I'm certain I didn't pay $24 for it.
No.
Next item, keeping with the local theme, remember, everywhere is local to somewhere. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Sellersville, Percasey Community Farm Show, 1947 program, Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Put it up for $28 at auction. It got a bid, and it sold at $28. And again, same type theme. I'm sure thousands of people attended this farm show back in 1947.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure 20 of these programs might be left in the world. I happen to have one of them. I no longer have one. So if I want to start collecting those,
Good luck.
a little late. RG&E, Rochester Gas Electric, Employees Theater Party Program, April 18th, 1947, Rochester Gas Electric. Yet another thing keeping with that exact same theme. These are all just very localized items that are selling for me, and I'm picking up, I think I took $20 on this, something rather like that. We're picking up $20, $25 a pop off of little things that you don't pay anything for. You just kind of throw it in a pile of stuff. This literally, I believe, just opens up. So they're not going to charge you $1 for it at the most, if even that. They may even just throw it in and charge you $5 for that pile type deal. Blessed Memento of the Apparitions of Our Lady of Fatima. This went for $20. It actually came from Fatima and was, I believe it was blessed there. There's a lot of different things that go on with Catholicism. You'll find little prayer cards, which I've shown in the past, that have a little patch that was like touched to a relic of a saint and all that sort of thing. A lot of people don't deal with these things whatsoever, but if you see various things about blessed, or you see prayer cards and saints cards with little patches on them, definitely do pick them up and then do some research afterwards. Same deal, you're not going to pay much for them. A lot of times you're not going to pay anything for them. A little insider tip, buy Bibles when you're out at sales. A lot of times there's lots of prayer cards and things like this hidden in the Bible. They don't care when you go to buy the thing. They just want the Bible gone. They want $2 for the Bible, and they don't care what the previous owner stuck in there. You end up with $40 worth of stuff free in a $2 Bible.
Nice.
Little insider tip there for you. Boy. Upjohn Drugstore in Disneyland Brochure, 1960s, Walt Disney, went for $20. Are you noticing a theme of the things that I'm selling?
Yeah, it's someone went garbage, collecting out of the cans at the estate sales and so forth.
The other thing I was going to say is I have to sell an awful lot of things this size to make any room at all in my house.
Yeah, you're not doing yourself any good.
I mean, I'm trading lots of things for $20 bills, which is a positive. The negative side thing is I'm making
maybe you should be
room.
selling the drugs that are in the drugstore instead of the brochures.
Might be worth a little more. But again, this isn't. This is something to look for when you're out there, though, because again, you get $20 out of a little brochure there.
Wow.
I know it's 8 pages, 12 pages, something rather like that. 16 pages. But yeah, these things don't take up a lot of room either. So if you're newer to the reselling game, you may not think about it right now because you've got lots and lots of room. That room fills up very, very quickly. So if from the start you can be selling things like this, you'll thank us later. And last and not least, Joe and Asbestos, original comic strip art, Ken Kling, horse racing, February 10 from the 1920s. Went for $108 I took on it, but overseas shipping, so that helped out as well there. You get a little bit worried when you see the caricature there like that. It wasn't stopped by eBay. It is it is an original comic strip art, and it is listed in comic strip, so they didn't harass it, but you still get a little bit worried. And this is one of those things I picked up at Heritage and moved it out over here. One slight problem with it is 6 by 22, and that's a little bit larger than the boxes that I had. Luckily, I was able to throw together a couple of covers of boxes because it's only 6 inches wide, and was able to kind of make a Frankenbox out of it to ship it flat safely.
Was it an inch over the length?
No. It made it in perfect, I believe, and if not, they'll charge me $4. I'm not too worried about it. But just an interesting little item there, a little bit of history. So hopefully some of those things there will help you. Trust me on this. If you are just starting reselling, start selling things that don't take up a lot of space, like the things that I'm selling over here. Unfortunately, I figured that out.
Too late.
Much too late. Yeah. Much too late for goodbyes. And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.